This is Bill Primavera, the home guru, and I'm here with a very special visitor, Dr. Ebenezer White.
Pleased to be here, Bill. A pleasure.
Very nice to see you. You know, you were the original owner of this house, which is for sale.
Indeed.
And it bears your name, the Dr. Ebenezer White House. It was first constructed actually before your time in 1734, the old wing to the left. And a Tory named Jeremiah Travis lost his home in the Revolution, and you acquired it after that time.
I did, yes. That unfortunate Tory ended up on the wrong side of the Revolution, and I was pleased to be able to acquire this house. You know, Thomas Paine stayed here, and so too did His Excellency George Washington.
Do you know that one of your descendants, the last living descendant of the White family, visited me during my first week in the house and told me those stories, and I've been telling them to everybody ever since.
So my stories have lived on along with the house.
Along with your reputation for being a great patriot.
Oh, thank you much. So, shall we get on with the tour? Oh, dear friend, pray tell, what kind of a pond is this?
It's a pool.
A pool? With a waterfall as well?
Yes.
Oh, stunning.
And the water is heated for swimming.
The water is heated for swimming? I prefer to bathe once a week whether I need it or not, but this looks like a marvel more than just a pool, as you call it. Ah, beautiful. What fancy ironwork! Why, ne'er did we have this in my time. Look at this. What is this?
It's a mailbox.
A mailbox?
Where the government delivers our mail every day, almost every day.
Hey, Ben Franklin talked of that.
Exactly. I think it was his invention.
Indeed. Now again, Primavera Public Relations. Now, I'm perplexed. What are public relations?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You were in government, so you probably practiced it yourself. I know that you were a senator here in New York.
Indeed, I was a state senator.
And the relations that you had with your constituents.
Ah, yes.
That's public relations.
I see. So you're rather an expert in this field.
Well, not in government, but in commerce.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to point out is that we've had a business on this property for many years, and someone else could come and have a professional office here as well.
Well, it would follow then the tradition that I established. I practiced medicine here as well.
Exactly.
So public relations, and someone can carry on this tradition of running a business from this establishment.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Ah, I'm impressed. Why, it looks very much like it did in my day.
Certainly you recognize this room.
Well, I'm right at home here in this parlor. Do you know, it was in this very room that I sat with George Washington. And Thomas Paine.
And you know, the one story I remember about this room is that your descendant told me that you and all of your other descendants were laid out right between those two windows when you passed on.
Oh, remind me not of that.
Sorry. And this is our professional office, one of them, and here, oh, I love your spectacles.
Oh, thank you. Forgive me for making a spectacle of myself. But I'm most intrigued by these devices here.
Here is your original mortar and pestle that we found in the attic when we bought the house.
Could it be? Why, indeed it is. It's endured all the time. Oh, I can't tell you how many a time I ground up plants and medications right here with this.
Your great-great-great-granddaughter told me that it was indeed yours, and it's always been passed down along with the house, and I will pass it to the next owner of this house.
Fine tradition. I'm honored. Thank you. What a marvel this is. Why, in my day, Bill, this is where the hearth was. Now, prithee, what is this? What is that?
It's a stove, a
stove?
gas-fired stove, and a microwave.
A microwave. Now, Benjamin Franklin had created the Franklin stove, made him the sweetheart of the ladies for the convenient way it could cook. But now, this contraption? Pray tell, what does it do?
It's run by electricity, and I don't understand it either, but it cooks food very quickly.
Ah, now, over here there are some things I recognize. Kettles and strainers, an egg poacher. But, this service, now, don't tell me you've invested thousands and thousands and brought in fine marble.
Well, it looks like marble, but actually it's an advanced material made from quartz, engineered to be totally indestructible. It's really a much hardier surface, and you can't do anything to harm it.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful too. Now, pray thee tell, this does not look like the surface that was walked upon by His Excellency George Washington or Thomas Paine. What is this made of? Well, now, fancy this. This was not here in my day.
No, it was built in 1861. As your son's family grew, he had 10 children while you had 7.
Yes.
So he needed this additional wing that was built in 1861 with bedrooms upstairs and a nice formal dining room downstairs.
Oh, very good. I can't wait to see the bedrooms now as well. Look at this. Well, do I recognize this bedroom? Why, 'twas here my beautiful wife and I sired our children and enjoyed many years of marital bliss. This is the room where Thomas Paine stayed when visiting with me. Oh, he was a clever fellow, a bit of a renegade, and always in rebellion against any king, not just George. I must say I am most impressed and filled with awe at this room. Now, what did you say you called it again?
The bathroom.
Oh, the bathroom. Now, in my day, we had to use the necessary.
And of course, you would recognize this as the original part of the house.
Yes, I spent many a day and night here.
And what I always point out to guests is your beehive oven.
Oh.
Where you bake bread. It's still
look at that.
intact.
Now, this is where we did our cooking. Oh, ages ago it was. It was quite efficient here. Always had a fire going. Now, well do I recognize this location of the house. This was the slave quarters. But I never quite agreed with slavery. And I freed my slaves long before I was required to by the laws of New York State. In my day, this room was not used merely for reading, but I would examine my patients here back in my day, and it served me quite well, but it looks as though you've transformed it quite wondrously into a library.
And it's a music room, too.
Oh, a music room, indeed. Oh, a pianoforte, huh? Glad to see that as well. Do you play?
Badly. Dr. White, thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, my pleasure. 'Twas an honor to have come back again, and be well and do well with this place. Fare thee well.
Godspeed.